hardly stand it.
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well. Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor. For Clan Battleborn, we've got honor, wealth, and titles too. Aye, and Buck. Now, if that don't answer your question, then money, you. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. We've got the same pride, the same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest, but it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition. What's there to say? You go against the Empire, you wind up dead. Best not to ask too many questions about it. People might get the wrong idea about you.
This war's as stupid as our feud. Need something? Unlike the rest of my family, I've got work to do.
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim, I know. But stay strong, and men will come to respect you, and maybe even fear you. I miss the days when the Greymanes and Battleborns got along. There's nothing a man can do that I can't do better. The daughters of this land are just as strong and loyal as its men.
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well.
Do you have news? Did you find something? I knew it. Let me see, please. The Thalmor. By the... So, Northwatch Keep. Then I'll do anything if it means saving my... Thorald can't be left to those... monsters. What? You're very well. I'll give you a chance. But if you can't do it, I will. Forget Solitude or Windhelm. Whiterun. This was such a glorious city. But then everything had to change. The Empire came, and my brother was lost. Ah, but Skyrim. Skyrim is supreme among all nations. Our people, our native people, are unmatched in all Tamriel.
You're the best. Can you be my mother? Lady, could you spare a coin? Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. All right, then.
Let me show you the power of Talos Stormcloud.
Stormcloaks, Imperials, Dragons, they don't matter to me. What
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
I breathe now.
My boys will keep you safe, don't you worry.
Which is mine. For you, grant me. For I love you.
Oh, I'm just a servant, dear. You want to talk to one of the companions. I've been tending to the warriors of your Vasgerford. A good bunch of men and women who make too much a mess, if you ask me. Goodbye, dear.
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me. A stranger comes to our hall. Greetings, outsider. If you have some business here, speak it. Your question carries more weight than you may know, newcomer. The difference between a noble band of warriors and a ragged bunch. I try to hold us to the right path. Politics are something best avoided. Like most of our band, I found this family. I traveled the length and breadth of this land, learning all I could of the I was just a boy, but I had the fire of a man. My predecessor, Askar, found me in Hammerfell. He brought me back here, and I realized I worked to bring honor to this family, and to the family that I lost. For my mother, family, and honor. That's what it means to be one of us, girl.
Great. Another ambitious visitor. There are always good reasons. Who cares who worships what dead god? Give me something to make... To hear Farkas tell it. Our father raised us here as happy pups. I love my brother. We were brought here by Jürgen. Whether he left to fight in the Great War. We've been here as long as either of us can remember, though. So try to show... You'll hear some of the... I've got nothing against it. Wherever someone in Skyrim doesn't feel up to defending their own honor, we'll take up their burden.
A stranger come... Would you now? Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting her.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, girl? That's the spirit. Vilkas here will get started on that. Vilkas, take her out to the yard and see what she can do.
Aye.
I haven't seen you before, have I? Have we met? I'm sorry if I've forgotten.
What do you need? Need something? Farewell.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it. The old man said to have a look at you. So, what do you think this is? We don't do battle with mad... What do you think this is? We don't do battle with magic around here, blood. Now come at me! Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
What's on your mind? Farewell.
You're a talkative one, aren't you?
Our end over. Sharing it. With man? Ha! They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth! Today, they take away your faith.
What is it, Khajiit?
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backs. Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. Good afternoon. Yes? Need something?
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Have you met my father? Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything. I help my father in more ways than people realize. This looks good. You put time into your blades. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. You think need something? Ah, good. A lot of weapons. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. Need something? I should hire you to be my... Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Until next time. Got some good pieces out. You have talent. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh? That I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. Listen. Could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. Thanks. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death. Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun?
Truly?
Ha! Bye. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that there. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should... If by work, you mean... the most... You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. Shit. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. Man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as war... But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
There's a rift here in Skyrim.
I ain't done nothing.
Magic nor the passing of time.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
I miss the days when the Greymanes and Battleborns got along. Ever since the war
Finest
started,
cuts, fresh from the wilds. Oh yes. That's why my brother and I opened a shop to sell hunting. He tends the store, and I've got this stall.
Right. Fresh baked loaves. Still warm from the oven.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days?
Vegetables every day.
Everyone's obsessed with death.
Evgir Onslaught has come at last. Can you believe those there was love between our families? Make it quick!
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a headmistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Sure. What can I do for you? Ah, a fine but bloody tale. I can do that one.
We drink to our youth, to days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just... Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding
security in White
from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made.
Need something.
The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change.
When he met the shield maiden,
Commander Caius walks around Dragon's Reach like
Need
a
something.
rooster. I could do his job blindfolded.
Are you sure?
Now I think it's high time
Oh
that
no.
you lie down and
They found me? Please, come with me. I need to speak to you privately.
Steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
So, are you working with them? You think you can take me? You so much as touch me and you're going to lose fingers. I mean it. I'll... So the Alakir know where I am? What did they offer you? Gold? Tell me. You can't tell them. Please, I need your help and there isn't anyone I can trust here in the city. I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. My real name is Eamon. I am the men who are looking for me, the Alakir, they are assassins in the employ of the Aldmeri Dominion. They wish to... I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and drag me back to Hammerfell for an execution. They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu. Get rid of him, and the rest will scatter. I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me, so you'll have to find out where they are. I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can trust. I don't know for sure. I spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion publicly. You think I'd be in hiding if this was something... These men are ruthless. Guards and Jarls can be bought. And the Alakir are close. I'm running out of time, so I'm choosing to trust you. Find me the moment the Alakir are taken care of. Any news of the Alakir?
Lucky for you, that was just sitting there for the taking.
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again. It's the leaving that's hardest, I know. Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables. Fresh baked food. Really? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
My favorite drinking buddy. Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion.
Oh, crafted by the best
found it.
blacksmith in Skyrim.
Finest
Sure,
cuts,
whatever.
fresh from the wilds.
I work with my mother. Did you know there are some fruits? You'd be surprised how much work.
You tried mercenary work? Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit
Need
caravan,
supplies?
I'm going to buy
See
the bannered
Bellathor at
mare
his
from
store.
Hulda.
Sleazy little
Farewell.
Nay, worse than nothing. The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Thalmor against its own people.
You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons.
So, I've been thinking. I'm grateful we're friends. I'd like you to have this. It's not much, but I hope it's something you like.
My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoned. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the... The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in... If you really are Dragonborn,
Didn't you
they
hear
can
the thundering
teach you how
sound
to
as you
use your
returned to
gift.
Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Rongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord. I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. The only thing I remember is the old story of Tiber Septim being called Dragonborn by the Nords before they switched sides and joined the Empire. No doubt those Greybeards up at High Hrothgar will talk your ear off about it. Near as I can tell, a bunch of ancient Nord hermits who live on... Never heard of them talking to anybody before. If they really do want to talk to you, you'd better go find out what they want. You never... The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. Ah, splendid. The history of Whiterun begins with your... As time passed, a thriving community. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say with... That is an old tale. Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the Nords. The struggle between Olaf and the dragon. Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun. By his and so, from that time until this, our great keep has been called Dragon's Reach. Well, there are 3 of them,
arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the 3 to the plains that surround the city. The inn and marketplace are found there. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District, which is the middle of the 3. Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here, the Jarl can see all that goes. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Very well. Just let me know when you have the necessary funds.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood. Those poor sods don't even have a wall.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. If it's the war you're referring to, no doubt General Tullius and his friend Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for the day might come when I... But that day has not come yet. No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he... with good planning. Even now, my court wizard, we must also have ample reserves of water. But our greatest weapon? Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do.
I might just be a servant among...
I've got a city to keep.
If my cleaning gets in your way, just say the word and I'll be off.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
What is it that you need?
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. The Jarl is, as you can imagine, very busy. Perhaps I can assist you. The task of steward is more important than you realize. The Jarl often asks for my invaluable counsel. I'm kept so busy. I don't get to see my daughter as often as I'd like. Perhaps you've met her. Adrian? She owns the shop, War Maidens. Hmm?
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job. Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Yes, Sirrah? Balgruuf and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerous. I am charged with... Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife. So you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade. I've got my eyes on you.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the yard. Don't you go tracking your dirty boots on my clean... Soldiers. They're everywhere these days. Yes? Yeah? What?
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a... If my cleaning gets in your way, just say the word and I'll be off. This here is Dragon's Reach, and it's my task to see it looks fit for a Jarl night and day.
I serve Jarl Balgrove as steward. The Jarl is, as you can imagine, very busy. Perhaps I can assist you.
Hey, get out of here!
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
Staying safe, I hope.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. If we kill the dragon once, we can do it again. With your help, of course.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart.
You look tired, friend. The Bannered Mare has beds for rent.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat. Thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale, Breeze Home. You should talk to the steward up in the keep if you're interested.
What are you looking at? You have a death wish, then? If you know that... But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other out. I have dishonored my brothers by being captured. My life with the Alakir is over now. But I have no wish to die in this god's forsaken land. See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know. 100 gold will secure my release. I suppose you'd better hope you can. Get the money into the hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Because I was clumsy enough to... Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best. I wasn't.
Rorik Stetson,
Done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it. I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
You buy my way out of here, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Very well. Kamatu is west of Whiterun. It's an unassuming little cave. You realize if you set foot in there, but that's your problem, not mine. Guard! My fine's been paid, now set me free.
Sorry, my ears aren't so good.
you say something?
I said my fine has been paid. Now let me out.
Right. Oh, look at that. I seem to have lost my keys. Might take me a while to find them. You just sit tight. I'll get around to it eventually.
Curse you!
Careful if you cross the river to the east. Old Hajvar Iron